This is Casper, the Boy Diviner here today, and I'm going through the 18 Oracle by Colin Campbell. I won this in a giveaway, and I don't think this deck is up for sale yet. I say yet because I do hope he shares this with the world and allow people to buy it. The packaging itself, that when it came, it was beautiful. It was wrapped in a glitter paper, and I have to say the suggested opening instructions are so beautiful. You can really feel Colin's spirit right here. I feel. Step 1, deep breath. Don't worry if you feel a little silly. It's always so reassuring. Play this song Recovery by John Hopkins. Light the incense. For this giveaway, he gave a stick of incense, and you would have seen it in my previous video on how I prepare my decks. I used this incense for all the decks I cleansed and consecrated that day. And then think of something you love about yourself and sit with it. Say it out 18 times, like the number 18 Oracle, and we believe the things we say. I did this and I did feel silly, and then it reminded me here to just let it go, just do it. And I have to say, it helped with looking through the cards for the first time. I did this all before I actually cleansed the deck and consecrated it. So I kind of did it out of order, and I felt a bit like, oh no. But I believe Colin he specified suggested here, and it really helps because if you know me from my previous videos, I do have some sort of a bit of a perfectionist streak. Like I feel so paralyzed sometimes when there's suggested ways of doing things and I don't follow them, and I'm trying my best to just take them as a suggestion, and it's so helpful to have it written here openly and specifically suggested opening instructions. I haven't even talked about the art here. He put so much thought into the opening instructions itself. It's so beautiful. Alright, the 18 Oracle, I haven't used it yet because it is mentioned that how to use it and when to use it. It's not for daily draws, but more of a more sparingly. I did do an initial first draw after doing consecration, and I do feel very connected with the deck just because the first one that I picked out was Source Spirit, and I don't know what else to say. Getting Spirit after consecration kind of just solidifies that we are connected in that sense. Alright, this deck, I'm not doing a deck review, I'm doing a walkthrough, but I just want to tell you my first impressions also. I feel like this deck is such a personal deck. I feel like Colin has really put his heart out here. How the deck is structured, makes sense specifically to him. If you see here, the cards 1, 2, and because I was looking through the deck, right, and I was a bit confused about how the structure was done, because it makes sense to maybe, okay, so the deck, when I walk through the deck, I probably will arrange it in a way that makes some more sense. But I love that the reason why it doesn't make perfect sense is because it is very personal. Cards 1, 2, and 7 are tuned into his own personal sacred number 217, and this was why he put mind, spirit, and body right there in those 3 cards, and then the rest of the cards, taking those 3 away, it makes perfect sense. I love that. Alright, I love how it's so personal and then makes sense specifically to him, and he does explain it more, I think, in this card here. Alright, apart from that, this deck, maybe when we walk through, I will cover how it's structured, alright? But the Little White Book is very substantial. I love it. Alright, it's colored, and yet colored just enough. This is the kind of minimal Oracle deck that I always love working with, for example, with the Empty Cup. At the same time, sometimes I do feel like it's a challenge to really read minimalist decks, but that's a story for another day, for another video, alright? So let's get into the cards. The first one, Prism, Mind. Alright, number 2, Source, Spirit. So Source, through Prism, you get Light, which is card number 7, Body. Alright, so these are the 3 cards that are special, like you said, 2, 1, 7. Alright, and then let's get into the other cards that make sense in this way. He goes from, so he breaks down every single, there are 2 types of cards here. He breaks down each element of you into another 4 elements. And then between each card, there is a transition card also. I like this because it reminds me of the Chinese metaphysics, how the seasons work, where in between each season, there is a transitory element. I should probably do a separate video on that also, but basically I love that transition. That is also reflected in the seasons in Chinese metaphysics, alright? Okay, so first, air or spirit. Breath. How you're connected to everything else. I'm doing a breath here, so this really makes me feel very in tune. I love this card, you know. Compass, the fire of spirit. Like an arrow, but also a compass. Where are you going? Right? Where are you going? Where is your North Star? Abyss, water of spirit. This is more of the depth part compared to the breadth, I'm guessing. So to just be very transparent, I have not gone through the all the interpretations. I've read mainly the first few pages and the last page. I just want the rest to kind of be a surprise to me as I work with them when I do random draws. I'm just giving my first impression of each card. Alright? Earth or spirit, faith. A regular practice, a regular belief. So all these are the spirit cards. Alright, and then this is the first transitionary card, spirit to mind. So again, how he arranged it is 2, 1, 7. Maybe it makes more sense to put it this way. Because spirit, mind, body. And then here, spirit to mind. Alright, and then now again the 4 elements. Air of mind, space. Give yourself that space. Fire of mind, flame. That burst of inspiration, that kind of Ace of Wands energy. Water of mind, doubt. Earth of mind, symbol. Making something solid from your thoughts. Alright? Mind to body is craft. Makes so much sense, right? Like, you know, you're making something. And the air of body, lux. The first thing I think about is luxury, but I think this is more about the light. Because this is like the, what's it called? Latin word for light. Fire of body, happiness. Beautiful, beautiful card. Water of body, acceptance. And I think Tom Benjamin talks about this, but I love that he just cancelled out the mistake and wrote body here. Because that is true acceptance. You have accepted you made a mistake and just left it there because you want to leave a trail. Making mistakes is not a bad thing. You have to accept that. And I think this is a tough lesson for people like me. And then earth of body, health. And then the last card, what a beautiful card. Blending of body and spirit. Alright? What a beautiful deck, right? What a simple 18 card oracle that can work for you. I absolutely love how it is right now. I have not used it yet, so I can't give a review, but looking at these images, I feel like this deck is very spiritual. I feel like it's not like the Empty Cup Oracle where, you know, sometimes it's a bit abstract. I love that deck too. I'm just talking about how I can use these cards differently. Like the Animal Spirit Oracle is one that is more of a... Oh my god. You can see how bad I shuffle. The Animal Spirit Oracle is more like I feel like a channeling of an aspect of your personality, telling you what to do and what not to do in a certain situation. I think this one is really, like you said, when you're meeting a challenge, what kind of spiritual advice do you need? Alright? And I think he recommends a 2-card draw. Let's take a look. Yeah, to use the deck, simply shuffle and draw 2 cards. Alright, maybe we can do a sample draw now and let's see if it resonates with everyone, including myself. But I do feel like this deck is meant for personal stuff, not like mass readings, like those pick a card readings that I do sometimes. I think this is more of a personal one, and let's just see, okay? Tell me, what do you have to share with everyone? Maybe 2 challenges for everyone to work on. Something general, something that can help people. Alright. Alright, this card, and then this card. Alright, I'm doing a breath here and I need to... Alright, let's look at the little white book, alright? Breath. The challenge is to understand our connection to everything. Alright, you can see the card here. The idea is that things that are large reflect those that are small. Alright, so we are small, so we also reflect the large. We need to remember we are all connected. That I'm connected to everything, and that you are connected to everything. And then we look at Lux. What's the challenge? How we view ourselves outside in, and aligning that with how we view ourselves inside out. Alright? Our appearance communicates information. Show who we are. I think this is very important. I feel like you know, because the nature of my mundane work is that I can stay at home. I have been letting myself go in a way, appearance wise. I don't feel like I would like to dress up as much. I feel like I just very homely now. So this does come in time to take some pride in my appearance, try to, you know, make sure that I look fine and that people you know. So I think that's a give and take also, to care about appearance but not too much. So I think I've gone over that line of not caring at all. I think that resonates with me at least. Alright, this is a lovely little deck. Once it comes out, or if it comes out, I think you can, I mean, if you are interested in working with a deck like this, ping Colin. What I love about this deck really is how personal it feels, alright? How he cancelled out, you know, body of mind and replaced, you know, he cancelled out water of mind and changed it to water of body for acceptance. That's so personal. Using his own favorite number 217, that's also so personal. You know, that's what I love about this deck. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed this short walkthrough. Let me know if you have any comments, any thoughts about this deck, or how I did this video. I'll be more than happy to talk about it. Alright, you guys have a great rest of the day. You take care. Bye.